Going live.
I'll be there when you're down, when you're losing your crown, till the afterglow, the afterglow. Fading away, you look so great when you gotta shine. One more part of you is gone now, as you keep smiling at the crowd. Pressure is your best enemy, spotlights show what I wanna see. Sometimes it feels like you're under attack, you just can't break free. I'll be there when you're down, when you're losing your crown, till the afterglow, the afterglow. I'll be there when you fall, when you're losing it all. It all sounded like a dream. Remember how you kept on laughing, now you're trapped in your own skin. The anxiety growing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are right here at Madison Square Garden for Smackdown. My name is Chris Best. I am the host of the Smackdown Security Detail. OMD is going to be along here just shortly. He is obviously doing his shoot job. But right now, tonight, we've got quite the card ahead of you. We got two triple threat matches for the, for the Money in the Bank qualifiers. We've got Jade Cargill. Oh, geez, why am I having a hard time remembering these matches here? Just give me 1 second here. Okay, we've got Candice LeRae, Jade Cargill, and Tiffany Stratton. Oh, we got two women's ones. That's right. Naomi and Blair Davenport and Indi Hartwell as well. And in the men's Money in the Bank tonight, LA Knight, Logan Paul, and Santos Escobar are going to go at it. Also tonight, we are going to see the Bloodline Acknowledgment Ceremony, guys. And I gotta think. I gotta say, Randy Orton, KO, and Cody Rhodes are going to have something to say about that. Or maybe, just maybe, we are going to see acknowledge him, Roman Reigns. Maybe, but it's a bit of a hard one. Right now I am seeing the highlights from last week's SmackDown, where we saw the debut of former MLW star Jacob Fatu. And that's really weird for me to say that, former MLW star, because that's all I've known him as in the ring, is a former competitor of the MLW. So if you're wondering what I'm doing over here, off to my left here, I'm going to be loading up the NHL draft and keeping my eye on that as well, because that's what's coming on. Oh, it's on right now. Ooh. Right now we got Paul Heyman, though, hanging outside as the members of the Bloodline show up. Tama and Tonga Loa alongside Solo. No Jacob Fatu yet, though. And at Money in the Bank, it has been confirmed 6-man tag, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton taking on the Bloodline. And it looks like Solo and company are heading out to ringside right now. Whoa. Okay, we're getting off. We're getting started off to a bang here. I just mentioned Cody with Kevin and Randy, and they're already storming to the entranceway here. We've got a face-off here. There is still no Jacob Fatu, though, as all six men are brawling in the entranceway. Sorry, I'm just in amazement watching these six men just go at it. This has been brewing for some time between these six guys. And if you hear some meowing in the background, that is Pepper playing with her toy here. KO with that picture perfect senton bomb off of the cage there. And here comes Nick Aldis with a bunch of security right now. Obviously to try and, well, I mean, this fight kind of broke itself up, but what a hot start to the show tonight, guys. I'm serious about that one. So right now, as I'm looking at the NHL draft, Calgary is currently on the clock. Just looking at right now some UFC fights coming up here. Alex Pereira versus some guy whose name I can't pronounce right now. ZK, how is it going? Glad to have you here, my friend. Oh, I'm doing good. How I'm just enjoying some Smackdown here and watching the NHL draft on one screen, Smackdown on the other. Life is good right now. I just realized I was talking to you with my mic muted. I mean, I've got the NHL draft on one screen, SmackDown on the other. Things are awesome. Right, Leeds is coming in saying, what an opening. I mean, wow, what a way to start off SmackDown right now. Right now, as we return here, we've got KO, Cody, and Randy kind of holding up the show, I guess you could say. Thank you, ZK, for the follow. It's much appreciated. We love each and every one of you guys. So go ahead and hit us up with a follow over on Turnbuckle Studios. And the brawl is back on. This time with the security guards, though. Oh, did you see the way that guy sold the crossroads? That was awesome. Cody's got 3 mics right now. Oh, now here comes Nick Aldis. This time he's got cops with him. packed house right now at Madison Square Garden. It looks fantastic in there. Oh, speaking of brother, how's it going?
Very, very well. I had a fantastic day.
You too, eh? I had a fucking good day too, actually.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something.
Do it.
I bought some Dr. Pepper today.
Okay.
Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream.
Nice.
Total game changer, man.
I know. I've tried it.
Total game changer.
No, I've had a very successful day. It was steady all day at work, thanks to the weather. And
yeah, the weather hasn't been cooperative, but a lot of good things have happened come my way today, you know?
And every customer I served bought.
Nice. Speaking of which, I want to talk to you about buying stuff after the show. So
Absolutely.
I've got the NHL draft on my phone over here too. I
don't have that. I'm gonna actually flip over and check.
I missed who the first draft is, and New Jersey just made their selection, and I didn't catch that name.
No surprise. No surprise. San Jose took Celebrini.
Yeah, but in all honesty, Tisha Ginla should have been up a little bit higher. He ended up going to Utah.
Oh, he went at 6.
Yeah.
Good for Utah.
Montreal picked a Russian player whose name escapes me right now.
Yeah, Dedimov or something. I was surprised when I saw it 20 after 7 that
wasn't even supposed to be Montreal's pick, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
Because they traded with LA earlier in the day.
But they moved up to the 21 spot, not to the 5.
Yeah.
The 5 was Montreal's pick.
Okay. So that's okay. So I did misread that.
Okay, so San Jose is picking again here at the 11 spot.
Yeah.
Toronto hasn't done anything of note yet, so
Edmonton's not expected to make any moves until tomorrow. So
yeah.
You want to know another game changer that I had for dinner today? Actually, roommate and I decided to order some Arby's. I got the loaded curly fries.
Yeah.
What a game changer that is too.
Again, those are fantastic.
First bite in, I'm like, I'm ordering this again.
I see we've already had a visit from our friendly neighborhood bot.
Yep. Now, did you catch the beginning of Smackdown at all?
I literally got home to hear Cody Rhodes going off about how he should be defending the title at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And instead he's caught up in this war with the Bloodline.
Yeah, so what happened was I believe the Bloodline were on their way to the ring to do the acknowledgement ceremony, but then Cody, KO, and Orton stopped them as they were making their way to the ring. And a big brawl ensued. Security guards and Nick Aldis had to come out and separate. KO, Orton, and Cody beat up the security guards.
Yep.
So Nick Aldis retreated to the back, came back with cops this time.
Yeah, I saw the cops come out with Nick Aldis to escort Cody and RKO out of the ring.
Yeah. And that's where we're at.
So, because I was wondering if they were going to start with the acknowledgement ceremony or end it. Because
San Jose's about to make their pick.
I was kind of anticipating, had we not had that tragic passing earlier in the week, I was anticipating one tribal chief returning tonight.
That's what I thought we were going to see too. All right, who did San Jose take? We're right now seeing a review from the brawl. Can't look away for 5 seconds. I already missed the name. It's going to flash up when he walks up on the stage. So, what a fantastic venue they're doing the draft at, eh?
The Sphere in Vegas, yeah. And this is like, now it's going to be the last. This is apparently the last draft where they're doing it in one major arena. The rest are going to, from here on out, they're going to be done with the team from their home arena. Which I think is kind of stupid because I always look forward to this.
Excuse me. Sorry, the Dr. Pepper is making me burp. Cancel me. Oh, Sam Dickinson. I know who he is. He's one of our former enemies now because now he's not with the London Knights.
Okay.
But now we've got the cops escorting them out of the building by the looks of it. At least on my screen, that's what I'm seeing.
Where I'm at now, it looks like it, but
usually when somebody's getting escorted out of the building, that means we're going to see them again later on tonight.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. One of my favorite actors is in the crowd. One Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's more Broadway actor.
Okay.
It's Tiffy time.
Beautiful.
So that means we're getting triple threat action right now.
Yes, we are in a Money in the Bank qualifier.
Yep, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Candice LeRae, right?
Yep.
Yep. I should remember this. I was the one that put together the description like an hour ago.
And I'm going to be honest, this is my pick on her way to the ring to win this match in Tiffany Stratton.
I think I'm going with that too because we're already seeing like hints of what could happen between her and Nia Jax.
Right?
So imagine Nia takes the title off Bayley. Tiffy cashes in on her.
Yep. I'd like to see Tiffy sort of hold back with the Money in the Bank until she can get some more traction again and get more in-ring time on the main roster again.
So as we're watching Candice LeRae make her way to the ring here, today was the first time my cat Pepper finally decided to play. So I'm like, okay, she's starting to feel better.
Yep, I remember a number of years ago after my son's mother and I split, she had one female cat who basically adopted me. I had my big suck and I took on one of her other cats.
Right.
And the first one passed away due to a UTI. The other cats were fine. When my big fat suck passed, and it was I had to bring him and leave him at the Humane Society in the overnight bag to have, or in the overnight crate to have him euthanized because I just couldn't afford a vet, and he was getting very, very sick. He was very overweight, and then the other one just went into a depression. And then like she just hid, like she wouldn't come out to say hi, nothing. Like she just sort of hid in my closet. She'd come out to go to use the litter box, maybe eat a little bit, and that was it.
Now, so we got Jade Cargill making her way to the ring. I do want to see Tiffy win this, but I wouldn't mind it if Jade or Candice win it.
I would be okay with Candice winning it. With Bianca having been eliminated last week, we know that her and Jade still do have their contractual rematch.
Yeah, so it's possible that they asked for a tag title match against Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, but at the same time, don't Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler still have their title match?
They do.
Speaking of that, for our intro, I have to go back and re-edit that now because I do have Jade and Bianca as our champions there, and they're not the champions anymore.
No, they are not. But I can also see Jade in this match being made to look strong and, of course, not being the one to take the pin. Whereas I believe last week it was Bianca that took the pin, but Bianca is solid enough that she can take that.
Yeah. So this is actually Bianca's first match where she doesn't have a partner.
Jade's?
Yeah, sorry. But she's in the ring with well-seasoned wrestlers. Yep. So there is going to be a little bit of protection around her still.
Well, with Candice LeRae is probably the most seasoned out of all of them.
Yeah, Tiffy's only got like maybe 6-7 years under her belt, whereas Candice has like...
Tiffy came as part of the next in line as a gymnast. She never spent any time on the indies. She's only been in WWE for the 2 years and, well, maybe 2.5 now from NXT.
Oh, I thought it was longer.
Nope.
But Candice is coming in with at least 10 years under her belt. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then, and really, that Tiffy's the rookie in this match then.
Yeah. Jade has...
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Probably as much seasoning from her time elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. All empty wrestling?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh. This is getting interesting right now.
Yep, I've got her on the way to the ring.
Did you see that kick that Tiffy took from Jade, though?
I missed that. Oh, and here's Bianca right behind her.
Yeah. And we're going to commercial break. I can't get enough of this. I keep drinking it. I'm glad I got 2 cans out here. So,
well, put it this way, because I bought the 12-pack of that, and I had a 12-pack of that and the creamy coconut on the go.
Next time you're going across the river, let me know, and if I have some money, I'll toss you some to get me that one.
Yep, if they still have it. I'm hoping to go over actually fairly soon, just for that reason.
As we're seeing a commercial for the Little Caesars KD stuffed KD thing. I had those the other day. They're not that great.
The what?
Those Little Caesars KD stuffed pastry things.
Oh, okay.
They're not the greatest.
No, I didn't think they would be.
And this is coming from a guy who likes craft dinner, so.
Right?
Philly's about to make a pick right now. Oh, trade alert. Who got traded? Or what got traded? Yeah, get Bettman off the damn stage.
Oh, I'm going to flip over here to Sportsnet Ontario during the commercial break.
Yeah, sorry. Trying to see the what? Oh, that's okay. That's what happened. So instead of Philly making the pick, Minnesota got traded for that pick. You are muted.
I am. I'm watching it right now. I was trying to hear Bettman.
Nobody wants to try to hear Bettman, so
when it's trades, sure.
Yeah, but I'd rather hear that from like the team's mouth, you know?
Yeah,
I don't need
they won't do that for this, so
I don't need Bettman coming in and talking about trades. Okay, so it's a 12th. It's this current pick for a third round. So Minnesota's making the pick right now.
Yep.
I wonder if Edmonton is trying to make moves to get a first round pick. Then. Oh, they're talking about the notable players on the Wild. Right now, we're back to triple threat action here. And Candice is dominating the two right now. So I have to ask you, OMD, since they've introduced these ringside advertisements, have they been bothersome to you at all? Muted, brother.
I don't even notice them, to be honest.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this too myself, and it's kind of starting to feel like, you know, when we watch hockey, as we are watching hockey on one side on another screen, essentially, when we see the ads on the boards, doesn't really bother us, but they're still there. Like, I am seeing the Call of Duty mobile game. I've played it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but
Right.
But it does make me think of like things like we'll take for instance what Cinnamon Toast Crunch does their advertisement.
Right.
It makes me think, okay, I need to go get groceries, and now I'm craving Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yep.
And I'm gonna buy a box of that. But no, the advertisements, like I thought they would bug me when they first announced that they were gonna do this.
See, when I first heard about it, I thought it was going to be in the ring like UFC was doing.
I'm kind of happy it's not.
Me too. And I mean, like, I don't mind the Prime logo. Where it bugs me the most is when they've got the Prime on the turnbuckles.
Yeah.
That's what bugs me.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We've got one Mr. Parrish in the house.
More trouble than he's worth, but welcome, Parrish. How we doing, brother?
Hey, somebody has to be more worth here. I'm well. How are you?
I'm very well today. Today was a great day.
You've got the draft on your other screen too?
No. No. I only watch the NFL draft. The NHL draft is too predictable and boring. We're going to draft this guy, and then we'll go to like 5 old guys talk about how he's going to be just like this guy from the early and mid 90s, and he's nothing like it.
So did you predict that Tisha Ginla was going to go to Utah?
I predicted that he was going to go well before Calgary. So Flames fans, suck it!
Oh, and now we've got Indi Hartwell at ringside.
Yep.
I love the fact that Utah took him, though.
Mm-hmm.
I still would take him number 1. You don't teach what he does. You either have it or you don't.
You can't teach the Tish.
You win.
No, you
win championships with that.
And now Utah ain't SAWFT soft.
Oh.
Yeah. So just so you guys know that both Wesley, Joe Coffey, and Nathan Frazier are spotted backstage at SmackDown, likely for the speed matches, but here's for thought. And we've got the winner.
Yes,
they did have a bunch of security guards there, but I didn't see no Wesley out there. So
even Nathan Frazier on NXT on Tuesday said he had a speed match to go get ready for.
Yeah. Hey, did I not call this last week that Tiffany was going to win and Jade was not going to get pinned?
Yep.
Well, yeah,
and I said the same thing when they were doing this match.
It's still going to keep, because you want to keep Jade looking strong, right?
Yeah.
Because she did have dominant moments in this match.
Now, are we seeing a potential partnership with Tiffany and Nia in terms of a long-term angle?
And that's where I was going with Tiffy taking the win too. Like I'm like, if Tiffy wins the Money in the Bank and Nia wins the Women's Championship against Bayley at SummerSlam, that's going to be an interesting dynamic between the two of them.
Yeah, but the Money in the Bank can be cashed in on any title. Mm-hmm. So she could go and cash in on Raw.
Yeah, but I like the idea of her teasing to cash in on Nia at some point with this partnership that's going on.
I like the idea of it, but I could also see them doing it. And maybe at Survivor Series, you get Nia goes out. I know we've got War Games. We don't get the, it's not SmackDown versus Raw, but you could still get Nia go out and lay out Liv for Tiff.
Yeah. By the way, Naomi is channeling her inner Xbox tonight.
Yes, she is.
Guess she knows her consoles then.
Yeah. Guess she does.
Minnesota selected some guy named Zeev Buium in the 12th.
Oh, who knows? Maybe did Minnesota butch that pick, or did OMD butch the name? You respond first in the chat.
Well, the first name is Zeev. The last name is Buium.
No, I look at the front of someone.
But I don't
understand is why Minnesota traded up from 13 to 12 with Philly and why Philly traded down a pick.
Probably because maybe the team took their pick, so they want more time to reassess. That does happen. And then sometimes Minnesota trades up because their draft guys just see things from people differently. These are the same people that pull defensemen out of their BUIMs. So,
right.
What I don't understand is when Montreal made their pick, Tisha Ginla was still on the block to be picked. And I don't get why Montreal didn't make a move on him.
Because Montreal's stupid. Just get with it, man. Maybe they didn't want him. Yeah. Like, that's the thing, though. Like, maybe they have guys selected higher up. Like, that's just the thing. Like, people have their own draft cards, and they're all going to be different from each other.
Yeah.
There's probably a team that didn't have Celebrini as their number one pick. So we just have to... But no, Tisha Ginla, very first pick in Utah Hockey Club history.
Yeah, so that's going to be a trivia question somewhere down the road.
I actually saw an interview with him the other night, and he said it would be interesting to see if he went in the top 10 and was able to rub it into his dad because Jerome went 11th overall.
As we have a special appearance from Pepper.
Meow.
You're on
My
screen,
cat is
Pepper.
like right around my feet.
Yeah.
Cat, you can hang out, but you leave my beer alone. Or we're gonna have issues.
I got Nick Aldis talking to the Street Profits right now.
With BFAB.
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget that. She's the one doing the talking.
She's really starting to come into her own, I find.
Well, I think there's a lot of comfort because she's with a lot of veterans. Like the Street Profits are very veteran talents, and so is Bobby Lashley. So when you're around people who just make it feel comfortable for you, you're going to start to have that rub off on you, and that's going to start to play off who you are because you're not fearing making a mistake when you're with people who are doing the same thing. You're going to have a set of confidence that is instilled by the people you're with.
Mm-hmm. Like she's not, because I remember her in NXT, and you could tell that confidence that you talked about just wasn't quite there, you know?
Well, and that's something too. Like when you're with people that allow you to be you, it makes it a lot more easy for you to go out and perform. But when you're being asked to do something a little bit different than what you're used to with people in that same scenario, you don't have anybody to really go to for advice. You're kind of swimming with the sharks as a small fish along with other small fishes.
Right.
But when you're given, if you're the small fish, but your best friend is the biggest shark in the ocean, you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable about swimming in unknown areas, right?
Yeah.
And that's not a disrespect to Adrian Adonis or Swerve or AJ Francis. There's just a different level of veteranness when you're with somebody of Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Oh, and now we're getting the recap of LA Knight from last week.
Yeah, and this is setting up, obviously, for the match Logan Paul versus LA Knight versus Santos Escobar in the Money in the Bank qualifying match, which is probably up next.
So Philly selected some guy named Lachenko.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say that. By the way, tonight, too, is also the debut of the Fanatics jerseys, too.
They are and they aren't. Fanatics did unveil the home jerseys 2 days ago.
Yeah.
This is just the first time you're seeing them in the flesh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. They were saying that the first people to wear the Fanatics jerseys would be the draft picks.
Well, technically, yes. But as we saw the Anaheim Ducks, we had players in them. So that's not true now, is it?
True. Bubba, brother, how's it going?
What's going on, boys?
Oh, we're
chatting and watching
SmackDown. As we get Santos Escobar making his way to the ring.
I just got him walking out to the ramp. Nice.
And we do want to make sure that everyone is aware that they are from Madison Square Garden tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
It really actually doesn't feel like Madison Square Garden because of the fact that one entranceway is not even there anymore.
No, that definitely took away from a unique feel, but you can just tell by
the concave roof,
the structure, and just everything. Like Madison Square Garden, like you really see how big it is.
Yeah,
in I think wrestling events, especially WrestleMania 20 and Survivor Series. I believe it was 2002.
Yeah.
But I find wrestling events really show you how large Madison Square Garden is, because back in like the 90s, you didn't really see how big of a venue it was unless they did those really long panned out shots. But they rarely did those.
Even when they did the 2008 Royal Rumble in Madison Square Garden, you could see just how grand and
as we get one right now.
Yeah.
This has actually a PLE kind of vibe to it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't even have the sound on. I'm just looking from a visual.
The entryway, like the screen, that's really cool. How they really cut it down. Oh, my kid's calling now. Hold on.
Yeah, they've been doing that lately because they've found that more people want to attend the show. So this allows them to minimize the stage a little bit more to add more seats, which is a very smart way to add to that revenue.
And it doesn't take away from the spectacle that is SmackDown, that is Raw, or that is even the PLEs, you know?
No, not at all. In fact, it actually allows it to have that unique look a little bit, which actually makes it more iconic.
Yeah, it enhances it a little bit more.
Yeah, it makes you remember, too, because if there's a moment of tonight's SmackDown and they've had this entrance, and it's different from, maybe the last two and the next four, be quiet, Cat, making a point. You're going to remember it a little bit more because it's that stage that, you're going to say, hey, it's when they had this stage. You're like, oh, the New York show at Madison Square Garden. You're like, yeah. So already just from a conversational aspect, it just identifies it on a more of a specific basis because of the uniqueness of the set.
I mean, we already kind of had a memorable moment earlier in the show with the whole brawl between Cody, Randy, KO, and the Bloodline to start things off. And it was right at that set. So like nowadays, if like a year down the road, you were to ask me, hey, remember when Cody, KO, and Randy Orton brawled on SmackDown? I'm going to remember the set.
Well, you're going to remember the visual that the set was involved in. Not so much the set, but that it was the set that helped make it a little bit more unique.
Yeah.
And that's what you remember. And that's kind of your mind just playing that trick on you. But what I think is also really cool about the whole thing is that you see the vibe not only from the visual from the fans, but you also get it from the uniqueness of just how the show goes. Because sometimes when you change change the set, you're taking away stuff that maybe you have done it in the past on shows because you've had the stage there. So if you have specific spots on your stage for the just because you had a stage design for it, you might not see that anymore. So it might actually alter the show a little bit. And that could be good, that can be bad, can be indifferent, but it does have an effect on the show.
So Buffalo just made their selection, and they selected Ellen DeGeneres. Seriously, this guy they picked looks like Ellen DeGeneres.
Consta Hellenius.
Yeah.
But he's all Finnish, no Swedish. And then the visual that they showed from the outside of the spear.
I don't see any Ellen DeGeneres out of that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not.
I do.
I do.
I can see it. I see more of an Anne Heche, but I can see where he's coming from.
Think of like early 90s Ellen DeGeneres. That's what I saw.
I don't think of any generational aspect of Ellen DeGeneres.
So right now they're using Pat McAfee to promote the Indianapolis events that are coming.
Yep.
Smart move to do that.
Well, as stated by Triple H himself, it was Pat McAfee who helped kickstart this whole thing, as he was the one really asking him and Nick Khan to do something along this line. And there you go.
And I think that's the one thing I'm glad about for Indianapolis is that they're getting WrestleMania. And Indianapolis isn't really a city that you would think about for getting a WrestleMania.
Yes and no.
They did get one. They had it at WrestleMania 8.
I love how you say that and then contradict your point like within seconds.
Yeah.
In the new stadium, sure, because it was at wherever the Pacers played for the last time. Now you're getting it at the football stadium, but you wouldn't think of Indy. You're looking at the big venues like we're used to: New York, Orlando, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, those are the cities that I think of for WrestleMania. You know. And OMD, to correct you, WrestleMania 8 was actually held at the Hoosier Dome.
Hoosier.
Yeah. Bubba, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Hoosier? I didn't even know her.
Right.
So, Bubba, I did go to Walmart today, and I did buy the Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream. It is a game changer.
It's not bad, eh?
Yeah.
And I'm not a strawberry kind of guy, and I like it.
I didn't see any Prime there when I was there, though.
I didn't think so. I think they might have quit selling it, to be honest.
I actually had to run to Circle K the other night because I had forgot to buy coffee after work. So for like a small can, it was $10. But they had all kinds of Prime, including the Austin Matthews Prime.
Okay, I totally missed what what Solo had said to Paul there.
What he said was that Paul Heyman is the wise man. He is Solo's wise man, and he has to be his wise man. He's only his wise man if Solo takes his advice. Solo said Paul Heyman said he was too dangerous, so he's not here. Jacob Fatu is not here, nor will he be here anytime soon. And that is why he's listening to his wise man, and he will make that official tonight. And then patted his chest.
Awesome. I really like that screen being low like that with all the fans in behind it like that. That is cool.
It makes it almost look like the end wall in a baseball stadium.
Right?
Yeah.
And like, because you have the fans over top and they're chirping you and stuff like that. That is going to be something that's going to be intriguing, is who's going to be that first person to look up and start bickering with the fans, and like that's going to get them, and things like that, because that's going to create a completely different dynamic to your show.
There's a part of me that thinks that Logan Paul could very well be that first dude.
Yeah, y'all know my opinion on Logan Paul, so I'll just leave it at that. But my kid did say goodnight, everybody. Quit throwing mics. God.
Oh,
that's the audio.
Damn, I love Logan Paul.
He is such a heat magnet. It's awesome.
It is. What if we had Logan and Dom climbing to the ladder in Money in the Bank at the same time? Can you imagine the heat there?
Imagine if they actually kept one spot open for a TNA crossover, and this is going to wet the whistle of one Chris Best. But you have your those two people out there, and then all of a sudden, you know what you hear?
Say his name and he
No. You get Hornswoggle.
I would see it if you're going to do a TNA crossover for the Money in the Bank.
See, you were overlooking Hornswoggle, and how dare you?
But I'm going to say this. What about Toronto's own Josh Alexander?
Dude, I'd love that.
I wouldn't even do Canada's own Speedball Mike Bailey.
P.D. Williams.
Hammerstone.
He's in WWE.
Yeah, P.D. Williams works for WWE.
I know he does. I seen him last week.
Yeah. Or have Hamilton's own Ethan Page come up from NXT.
Or Sean Spears.
Yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be on a pay-per-view.
This is a Money in the Bank qualifier triple threat match.
Oh. Okay. Well, I misunderstood the lead up to this match then, because I thought my boy LA was challenging the goofball in the red, white, and blue for his title at Money in the Bank.
That's likely going to be at SummerSlam now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I think that was always the plan.
I'd love to see LA Knight with that American title. Have a good run with it too.
There's part of me that kind of wants to see a new version of the U.S. title after Logan Paul's done with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the U.S. title is like one of the last titles that like really didn't have Triple H's stamp on it, because I think he was one person who actually did help with the new Intercontinental design.
Yeah.
Which makes me want to puke.
I actually don't mind the new Intercontinental title.
I don't like it. But it's just my own opinion. I just don't like the way it looks.
It's really grown on me. I hated it at first. Now I don't mind it.
No.
I'd like to see them if you're going to do the U.S. title. Oh, I know Cody has sort of talked about hinting at bringing back the Winged Eagle or a variation of that for the WWE title, but I'd like to see them go back with that for the U.S. title.
See, I don't, because that looks too much like the Intercontinental title. If you're talking about the WCW version, I think that looks way too much like your classic Intercontinental, and I think that is going to really piss.
I'm not talking about the WCW version. I'm talking about a Winged Eagle version of the U.S. title.
Oh, God, no.
Which is pretty much what they got now. It's just square looking.
Well, honestly, the WCW version did have a Winged Eagle on it. So,
did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
If I'm not mistaken, it did.
Well, we'll have to look it up.
No, because I'm watching the draft on the phone.
Man, I gotta tune the brightness.
So who do you guys got taking this one? I know Bubba doesn't have Logan taking this one.
I would love to see Escobar take it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Santos.
I think that's the right move because the other two have other things going. We have seen in other matches that the people who are advancing have just that going for them. They don't have anything else on the side. So why not? Because the one thing you have with this men's match, and you could say, well, I think it could be Jey Uso, but really there is no runaway winner or runaway favorite for this men's match. And that's how it should always be.
Right.
Even if it's star-studded or not.
Well,
but all these people are new to the championship scene. And I think that's what's important.
And if we look back at last year,
that best part.
The runaway favorite to win it was LA Knight, and they went with Priest, and not one of us was upset about it.
No, and well, especially when we saw how that ended up going. It ended up turning into one of the biggest moments at WrestleMania that wasn't involving Cody or The Rock or Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins. And it also helped really get the gears in motion to one of the biggest angles that WWE has right now of Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. So when we saw all that and it's connecting everything, man, it's been nothing but fantastic, especially now that we've seen how that's helped transcend Damian Priest into what a lot of people are saying is could be the reason why he could be away from the Judgment Day. Like this could be Damian Priest's way of moving out of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be a bad thing for him. In my eyes, I don't see that being a bad thing at all for Damian Priest to just kind of not walk away from them, but kind of be faded out of their limelight and go do his own thing with that title for a little bit. Because it's crazy how good he's carrying that title. I didn't think he was going to do this good.
Mm-hmm. It kind of already feels like he is doing that too, you know?
Yeah. He sort of hinted at it.
He said, I don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't. It's more they need me.
Yeah.
So, you know, go ahead. Sorry.
We've sort of seen this take off since Survivor Series when he said, I'm the leader. And, you know, everybody was looking at him like, okay. But, I mean, at the same time, he is leading by example. But, I mean, Finn can take over as the leader. Dom can take over as the leader. And when Rhea comes back, she's going to have everything. And congratulations.
To be a Judgment Day.
Congratulations to Rhea Ripley, by the way, on her wedding over the weekend.
The one thing that Judgment Day never has had up until Damian Priest was a men's world champion. And now we've seen that. So when you're the world champion.
Oh, his foot's slipping. Jesus.
What counter is there to saying that's not your leader? Because he is the top of the brand.
Right.
Yeah, who's
when Rhea was when Rhea was a champion, she was designed as the leader, right?
Yeah,
because
top of the brand
at the time. Yeah, so nobody held a title that was larger than Rhea's, and now nobody holds a title that's larger than Damian's.
Right.
So by status, yes,
right,
he is going to act that part. Now, whether or not everybody else follows suit remains to be seen, because the one thing about the Judgment Day is that it never really truly had a de facto leader. So when somebody flat out says, I'm the leader, he also said on Monday that the Judgment Day needs him a lot more than he needs them. So that's going to be something too. We're seeing the status of being champion get to his head a little bit, and that's going to be a very intriguing storyline, especially. And that has a lot to do with him being in Money in the Bank. So now that we're seeing somebody like Santos, who's a part of a faction, we're seeing somebody like Logan Paul, who is kind of that arrogant, ignorant heel. Or if it's somebody like LA Knight, who is a fan's favorite and badly needs something to kind of remain kind of up there.
Yeah. But
we just know how much a Money in the Bank can alter your career.
But I mean, huge. Do we see maybe a guy like a Dom qualify, and does he take the Money in the Bank to keep that momentum with Judgment Day?
Yeah, because as it stands right now, Dom and I guess you could say Carlito are the only ones in Judgment Day who don't have a championship of some sort.
Right. And Carlito's only still a Judgment Day prospect.
Yeah.
He's just a prospect still.
JD? No, he's a full-fledged member.
No, we said Carlito. Not JD.
Carlito,
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
I always forget about Carlito.
I don't know if you guys noticed the talk that Finn Balor and Priest had in the locker room, and then Priest left, and that look on Finn Balor's face was like, I don't give two bananas what you just said. I'm doing my thing. It was just that look of
two coup de grace.
Yes. There's the words I was looking for.
Well, it's just his finish. But it's one of those things. Ooh, and could we have a finish here?
I don't know.
No.
I'm just waiting. Hold on.
Not there yet.
But
Escobar, good move, dude.
that's his finisher.
Yeah, there you go. Come on. Oh, come on.
Thank God, because I did not need to see LA Knight's junk.
But you did see it?
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Parrish is the one who gets all giddy over it, but yeah.
Let me talk to you.
But
hey, just because you're witnessing a set that gets over doesn't mean you have to get so jealous there a little bit. That's the closest thing to a Stanley Cup or any kind of cups as a Leaf fan will get in the recent years.
No, Austin Matthews has his prime bottle, so he's good.
That's not a cup, though. That's a bottle.
But still, you can pour the bottle into a cup, right?
Trust me, I've seen his playoff performances. I'm very aware of his ability to swallow under pressure. But Logan Paul's on the top rope right now.
As is LA Knight with Santos.
Yeah, we're having ourselves actually a really good triple threat match right now.
We are. Oh,
nice swanton. That was.
Now, I have a question for Bubba Duke because I know you do not like Logan Paul, but I also know that you are very professional in the sense of saying, "Hey, I don't like this guy, but I'll separate that and watch how he performs."
That's what I'm doing.
When you watch him perform, you have to be the first one that says that, given how little time he spent, that is nothing short of impressive in what he's doing in that ring.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll give him credit. He can wrestle. I'm not – that's no qualms there. The dude has proved to me over and over and over again he deserves to be in the ring. He does. He's earned it. I just don't like the guy.
Oh, and now we've got NBA players about to square off on the outside.
Of course
and I've got a wet dog here.
What in the?
Oh my god! We're dog sitting my roommate's girlfriend's pug tonight.
Oh, right on.
You really should have started off with that last part there, Best. I'm just gonna say.
It would have been a good idea.
I totally teed it up for that joke.
Oh, are we gonna get? Oh no, he got out of the way. Okay. Oh, there's low. Okay, well, hold on.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
So I think my initial thing about this is right that we're going to see Logan Paul potentially screw LA Knight out of Money in the Bank to prolong their feud.
To get it to go to SummerSlam. I mean, that's the way to do it.
That makes sense to me, guys. That actually does.
Because I did like the lineup
I did think that LA Knight was going to get in, but.
And there's something about who doesn't take the pinfall here. Because this adds elements to their feud with Logan getting the pin.
Mm-hmm.
So it does not need to involve Santos. And you protect Santos in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Why? LA, just powder out, bro. Like.
But he's the face, so he can't.
Oh, here comes.
No, there's a.
You like toss that chair all the way across. That's great.
Now, as a 5'7" white guy, who the fuck are these guys? I know they're in the NBA,
with LA
but I
Knight
don't
plays
know.
for the Knicks. And
They
then
introduced them at the beginning.
the guy that with Logan Paul plays for the Pacers. That's all I know.
The last time I saw WWE do anything involving the NBA, we saw Kennedy get fired. So I'm not a big fan of this. I don't want to see anybody get fired.
I don't remember them doing anything with the NBA. I remember it happening in WCW with Dennis Rodman and Karl Malone.
No, they so there was a Denver Lakers game going on or whatever. Shut the fuck up, cat.
Okay, so somehow my camera got shut off from the dog, and I don't know how to turn it back on.
Your computer doesn't want your face to be seen.
Oh, there it is.
Chris Best.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh, hi, Best.
We had to get him back. Shit, did we say that stuff out loud?
I heard
I'm
everything.
glad. I am so glad.
Yeah, you
don't
don't
take a
use
joke.
You only accidentally use your mute button, OMD.
I don't know what a mute button is.
No shit, Sherlock. No shit.
Dude, within the time span of like 10 minutes at the start of the show, I called him like 3 times for being muted.
No, I'm not a constipated Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes, you are.
Well, I mean, you're very close. I mean, if there's a doppelganger, then well, woo.
Is Baron Corbin hoping to join the Sons of Anarchy with that vest or what?
To be honest, I think he would have done good in the show if he was in it.
I kind of agreed, actually.
Yeah, well, they're doing a new season, so
I mean, he isn't it. Mm-hmm.
We just had him
and
turn
Happy
face last week.
Imagine if he was Happy Corbin and he met with their version of Happy. It would have been hilarious.
Oh, Jesus. My bet would be on the SOA Happy winning anything because he used to be an actual Hell's Angel.
Yeah, I know.
Which is cool. I mean, he's still a member.
When that show was going on, it was actually like one of the wrestling companies there were some ties to the Hell's Angels. So it was a lot of fun of asking them just things I saw on the show and asking, hey, is this anything like it? Because I don't know a lick of their world.
Well, no, it's
and nor was I really wanting to experience it firsthand, but I was curious to just see if the show was accurate. And basically what I got was in a really dialed down version. Yes, it's accurate, but everything is way, way more amplified.
So right now on our screen, we are getting a tribute to Sika.
Yes. He will be missed.
As I look at the younger pictures of him, I do see a lot of Roman in him.
Well, let's hope.
Sika is Roman's father, so.
I mean, that would make sense.
I wanted to make a Christian joke right now, but I feel it's too soon.
No, you think Christian Cage is coming to WWE because Roman Reigns now has father issues? Is that what you're trying to say, Beth? Are you going there? Huh? Are you going to be that guy? Huh?
I am.
Okay. You can't spell rude without you, all right? And that's just offside.
Do you think this is the reason we haven't heard from Roman Reigns since WrestleMania? Is that his dad was sick and he was
no. Roman was doing a movie.
I mean, I'm sure it could be part of it. I wouldn't be sure if it was part of it. But at the same time, I do think Roman Reigns was probably beat down. He had other things, as OMB was saying, he had a movie. After WrestleMania, like legitimately on the stage, you saw him with a giant emotional hug with Paul Heyman. right by one of the sets. And you knew that one of two things were happening. One, he was going to take a very long time off, and that was probably the pessimist side. Or sorry, the optimist side. The pessimist side was that his last match. Because we know in wrestling tradition, if it's your last match, you generally put the next guy over.
Yep.
So it always is always fueled with fire. But with the photos we see of Roman Reigns leaked on the internet of how he's been working out, I don't think he is in retirement shape right now.
No,
he ain't done.
No, he is jacked to the gills right now.
No, his name's Joe.
Wow. Just wow. It's nice to know that
I'm
you
going to take
had
a
all
moment
these
to acknowledge
memories.
Sika.
I like taking my hat off, but
he wasn't in the bloodline, so he doesn't get that.
he is the bloodline.
I'm sorry, but he was never officially in part of the actual faction bloodline.
Whatever.
But if I,
but that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Parrish went Woody Woodpecker and Porky Pig in one sentence.
That's right. I got range, bitch.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can't have the Looney Tunes if you only have one. All right.
And if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you. Banana split.
Oh, that really hit me in my apple core.
That's awesome.
There has to be times you're just like, how the heck are you that quick off with something?
It's all the time, dude. All the time I'm thinking that.
And it's honest.
And sometimes
this is the honest truth. My comebacks are so premature. There is very quick.
Like there are times
we don't want to know about your premature. You come back.
There are times too, Parrish, where it's like
I don't know that's what happens. So I don't care.
There are times too, Parrish, where I'll be like walking in the middle of this, walking like in the middle of a store somewhere, and then suddenly one of your jokes will pop into my head. I'm like, God damn you, Parrish.
So funny story. So back when I was a heel, this was like over a decade ago. I decided to take one of the songs that everybody always got, they were positive about. Mm-hmm. I took Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone, used it as my theme song, and then I decided to be the biggest D-bag heel I could possibly be, to the point where I had people cursing me either through DMs or people within the locker room messaging me saying I hate you, because they would listen to that song and now think of me, and they're like, you could be such an a-hole, and now I'm tying this to you. I just took one thing that everybody liked and I tried to ruin it, and that's the type of the heel I was trying to be.
So this is actually really cool. They're talking about right now the history of WWE in Madison Square Garden. I kind of like that they did that.
But they didn't do WrestleMania 20 in any way. Or even Brett Nolan. Come on.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 10.
And there are ways that you can get around doing WrestleMania 20. We've seen it before.
Yeah, you could have done Rey and Ultimo Dragon. That would have been cool. Because that was cool.
Even with Ultimo Dragon slipping on his way to the ring.
That was funny.
Yeah. I mean, you could have talked about Undertaker and Kane at that show as well.
I'd
But-
rather not, because
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that's
sure that.
Undertaker had a haircut that made soccer mom AJ Styles' haircut look badass.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
The best part is you said that, and I go, bing, and I could see it, and I am looking at Undertaker and AJ side by side, going,
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about Undertaker's hairstyle from that, it totally gives off Karen vibes.
Oh, no. It was worse than Karen.
Ooh,
So
that'd
we
be
got
a
Blair
nice-
Davenport making her way to the ring.
Yes, and I believe this is her in-ring SmackDown debut.
Yeah, and what a debut it is, because she's in the triple threat Money in the Bank qualifier for the women's
Yes,
tonight.
against Naomi and
And it's in Madison Square Garden, man.
Yeah. Can
Which,
you
by the
imagine?
way, I'm pretty
Indi
sure that
Hartwell,
if
by the
you
way,
want-
OMD.
okay.
Sorry,
I'm
Parrish,
pretty
you were
sure if
saying?
you wanted to add another memory, didn't Rock Survivor Series debut happen in Madison Square Garden?
Yes, it did.
Yep, 1996.
So you couldn't do that shoulder breaker on the Sultan that he gave.
Or him, basically, when he goes to pin Crush, he hugs him and says, "Thank you, brother," to him.
Well, I mean, given the fact of the bloodline being as big as it is, I think him and now known as Rikishi would have been a little bit more
Yeah.
apropos. Huh, I had to laugh because it said Nana. I was like, oh, Prince Nana's in the house.
Because he swerves when he drives, and he got lost from he got lost on his way to the empty arena.
Oh, boy. That guy's a hell of a dude. I got to meet him when I was in Chicago because we went to some Ring of Honor shows. One, he made me feel very Caucasian, but at the same time, he was very cool and very fun to hang out
Did you
with.
did you just say cock Asian?
Caucasian, man.
Caucasian.
Caucasian. Yeah. Do you know what
I
that
heard
is?
Caucasian, not
Did he
Caucasian.
finish? Did he finish school?
Me, no.
Oh,
I should still be in like grade 2, bro.
yeah, that adds up.
Yeah.
The math just ain't mathing for you, is it, brother?
No, I never math. I'm trying to figure out the quality of these.
He still thinks
M,
2
N,
plus,
N.
or he still think 1 plus 1 equals a window.
No, it's 1 and another one and another one and
And then
another
2
one.
plus 2 is Mario.
Cart.
No, 2 plus 2 is a fish. I can't remember how that works, though.
1 fish, 2 fish, blue fish.
Red fish, blue fish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Dr. Seuss, Bubba.
Never read any of it.
Yeah, because you haven't reached grade 3 yet.
Nope. How many pieces are in here? 1, 2.
When the puzzle says 3 to 5 years.
4.
Or when it says
Holy
300
shit, that's a
pieces.
big one. Holy Christ.
That's enduring for you.
Wow, that's 2 in 1. Like,
Does Blair Davenport normally wear colorful attire? Because I seem to always remember her wearing black when she wrestled.
Yeah.
no, she's
No,
got
she
black and
doesn't.
pink.
It's a little
that
more-
was the point of the comment.
Yeah.
Vibrant. You're looking for the word vibrant.
Thank you, Parrish.
You're welcome. Not as vibrant as Naomi, but
No, 'cause
Naomi
she's,
looks like freaking
she's
Buzz
paying,
Lightyear.
well, she's paying tribute to Xbox, actually.
Well, she looks like Buzz Lightyear. Way to screw it up. Well, they almost stepped on her. Jesus. He's trying to offer a burger. Did you see that shit? A fan, she's walking by and he's going, eat food. You're too skinny.
Santa handing out a burger.
Right?
So
I love how
Montreal is back on the clock in the draft.
Well, it's just you must be ahead of me because I'm looking at the Islanders unless I'm ahead of you.
Well, according to the TSN app,
It was probably trades.
they did Cole Iserman or Iceman or whatever, however you want to pronounce it. For
Yeah,
the
Cole Iserman for the Islanders.
So yeah, he's up, but yeah, Montreal is next pick.
I gotta say, the one thing I'm kind of liking about these players is how fast they're excited to get their jersey on and get that hat on.
That's SOP at the draft.
Unless you're Beckett Sedicki, in other words, you're now a meme because of how shocked you were when Anaheim picked you. Now, I heard rumblings that he could have been going as high as 2. So that was very intriguing because he, in a lot of mock drafts, was just cracking the top 20. Some had him cracking the top 15, maybe top 10, but very lower. Bennett Sinecki, who went 3 to Anaheim.
Okay.
So in a lot of mock drafts, he was let down later. Now, a lot of these mock drafts are like, I want my fantasy story ending. I want Tisha Gimla to play for Calgary because I'm a tool. And I think that's exactly how it's going to work. And it didn't because you're stupid and you don't get fairy tale endings because just like it was said by Maven on Undertaker's podcast, you guys don't get everything you want because you're not always special.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tisha Gimla falling to 9, are you serious? You have to be smoking more than best and eating more funny gummies than other friends I have. Because that was stupid.
As we got a locker room visit from OMD just out of nowhere.
Yeah, when you eat stuff that doesn't mix well, that's what happens. Just explosive exits away from the couch. And you're going to be dropping your biggest Matt Sundin right in.
Damn.
John Michael Lyles.
I was going to suggest the biggest Austin Matthews.
Ooh,
no,
that was
you
a
got
nice
69
jawbreaker.
goals. That was nice. You got to respect that guy for at least how many goals he gets. The Matt Sundin was funny because that hits the soft spot with Maple Leafs fans.
That was a cool move.
I'm okay with that.
I don't care. I'm a Leafs fan and I still make fun of them.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
here he goes on the leg
remember
again.
when Matt Sundin actually came to Toronto and just how
okay, boys, because we got Scrambled on Legs featuring Chris Best.
Yep. No, I was saying like I was about to say I remember how excited everybody was about Matt Sundin coming to Vancouver or coming to Toronto, and a lot of people I knew at the time started planning the parade.
Do you know how upset I was when I found out about that trade? And it was like, because I'm a huge Wendell Clark guy. So it was Wendell Clark for Matt Sundin, and I was just like, nope.
And Matt Sundin was a better Leaf than Wendell Clark.
Yeah, because really in the long run, the Leafs actually did win out in that trade.
You're still muted, OMD. Despite your attempt at talking.
Yeah, no, I wasn't actually attempting to talk, but
No, you did.
I know.
Oh, geez. There you go. Double pin. Oh, Naomi almost fell out of her suit. She's tucking them all back in.
So who do you guys got taking this one? I think Naomi could be the one who does it here.
I really hope Blair Davenport pulls it out. I think it'd be hilarious if she's done nothing up until this point and then she just gets this win.
Yeah, no, I'd love to see Blair take it, but I'm with Best because Naomi actually needs something because she has been essentially an enhancement talent since she returned.
But she's she's been putting on fantastic matches despite having nothing, you know?
I wouldn't even go that far. She's been there.
You can't tell me her outing at the Royal Rumble this year was nothing short of extraordinary.
She was there. It was pretty bland to me.
You're pretty bland to me.
Okay.
And this is what happens when you strike a nerve, people. Featuring Chris Best.
So
apparently, when there's 4 white guys on a screen, being called vanilla upsets Chris Best. The irony should be there.
It's 2 white guys, 2 natives. Let's get it right.
Excuse me, but I would beg to differ on that one, good sir.
Oh, this is what I just...
He, my friend, is only this much native. He calls Rankin a real reserve. How much Indian does he have in him for real, though?
50%, like I said.
I don't know. The Imaho is not a tribe.
That's my opinion. Don't know if you could hear that, but
is I don't know what tribe? I don't know. What I do know is we got a storm coming.
oh, was she going after her because she went after? Oh, payback's
Yep.
bitch. Yabba-dabba-doo. Excuse me. Oh, there's a good. What the hell? That's an interesting way to pin somebody. Girl, you need to wear some tape on that shit. Holy. Her boobies almost fell out 3 times this entire match.
Dude, it's all about the game and how you play it.
Yeah.
Well, she needs to play the game a little better and actually
That's the era we live in.
But OMD, and I called it.
Yep.
Now, does she win Money in the Bank? No.
No.
God, no. No.
No, it's
I mean-
Tiffy time at Money in the Bank.
No, it's not.
It's what time?
It's
Tiffy time at Money in the Bank.
That's Tiffany Stratton's thing. Yeah. Hey, you could do whatever you want. It makes her money.
Yeah,
Right?
she's getting over from it.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain.
I thought you told us earlier you didn't have one.
Okay, well, the hamster. I don't care. Whatever's in there freaking hurts. You'd feel it right here behind my eyeball.
Yeah, the hamster pulled an ACL on that wheel. All right, man. We're a little down right now. One might say, he pulled a hammy.
Oh, where's that noise? It's not even in this thing, is it?
That's what she said.
Bubba, bend over and spell run.
Nope. I'm gonna do that to my girlfriend tomorrow, though. That's gonna be funny as hell.
No, you have her look down her shirt and spell attic.
How the hell are you in a relationship, Alumdi?
I don't know. I haven't seen her in 2 weeks.
I wonder why.
The fact that she's worked 5-6. The fact that she's worked, or she's just wrapping up her 5th 16-hour day this week.
Oh.
I wonder the same thing. How the hell did I end up with a girlfriend? That's what I'm still asking.
Man, I have a wife of 9 years and a child of 9 months. It's
I got a kid 6 years, dude. The kid thing's not a hard deal. That's not hard. That's easy.
No.
And I'm happy
No,
to
it
say
is.
8.5 years. And then there's Best up there just playing with his pussy in his lap and a wet dog.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And on that note for Bubba,
Dear God.
The more you know, Bubba.
matter, put up, take off the loop. My God, buttons are not hard.
Really?
Oh,
Even
I like
I'm
how
not
there's-
muted at this point.
Like, you just
Oh,
ruined
God.
the entire thing by doing that.
the best
No, he
part
didn't.
is he played 3, and I'm like, makes sense now. I am too sober for this stream.
me too.
And I'm drinking on it. What the heck, man?
Yep. I don't want to work. Just want to
Got
bang
a
on the
couple
drum
beers
all
in my-
day.
In my stomach, and I don't know. I love being a part of this Instagram chat. I know like everything you guys are saying like a good 5 minutes before. It's fantastic.
What do you,
Oh, yeah, regarding the draft day.
Yeah, I'm in like this NHL exclusive content chat on Instagram. I don't know how I got into it, but it's fantastic.
Yep.
It's basically insider information. It's wicked.
nice.
And next week on SmackDown, we're going to get Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell versus the team of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Right there in Toronto at the Scotiabank Arena.
Also, we will see the Street Profits against a team that's pretty deadly.
It's been a while since they've had a match on SmackDown.
You are correct, so I will say, yeah, boys!
Eater done.
Tag team championships will be on the line now next week's SmackDown as A-Town Down Under defends against DIY.
And now let's hear from DIY. You have Byron Saxton. We don't
Shut
know
up,
why.
Byron.
Against
My
I like
God, you're number one, your jacket's way too damn tight. Number two, jacket is way too damn bright.
I like the jacket.
No. It gotta go. Just like him. Gotta
See,
go.
I like Byron Saxton wearing the red and black for the Bloodline Acknowledgement Ceremony.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, except nobody acknowledges him as good.
No, we don't.
Kat, I told you once about the beer. Don't make me tell you a second time. That's right. You walk away. You walk away right now.
Parrish, you don't get pussy by not sharing.
Do you know how many jokes I can make about that, man?
Like,
How
for
many
real.
jokes? How many jokes?
Oh, my brain just started hurting again. Oh my god.
And I'm pretty sure that's exactly how you get it.
I mean,
Are you sure? OMD, did you get to third grade or?
I'm a college graduate.
that doesn't mean shit.
Ugh.
Oh, good
Yeah,
God.
but you're also a Leafs fan, so we got to take that into consideration.
Ouch.
You and awards don't go hand in hand.
Speaking of
Oh,
Leafs, they're
me
making
and
their
Jimmy.
pick right now.
Yes, they are.
And they take. Oh, I'm sorry, they've exited the first round. See you tomorrow.
Watch they actually make a trade to leave the first round.
They take 3 minutes and get bumped out, and then Boston's next.
Jesus, you guys. Oh my good God Almighty! Why? Why did I come in here today?
Oh, the rumor is the Maple Leafs could be trading back here. So. Oh, and they are apparently trading the pick to the Anaheim Ducks.
Yep, it literally just popped up on my screen.
See, know it before you guys do. Oh, I love this.
First round exit in the draft for the Leafs. But right now we've got the Bloodline making their way to the ring. I guess this is going to be the acknowledgement ceremony now.
No, Best, you got to let me have this. And I say this with preference because obviously you get a little giddy when I say this. But say its name and it appears. Toronto Maple Leafs, sir. Oh, no, they're not here. The Quack Attack is back, Jack. In exchange, they get the 31st overall and the 58th.
So that would bump them up to number 8 in the second round, correct? Or no, I'm
they
way misreading numbers.
So it's funny. They actually get the Oilers, what would have been the Oilers pick.
Yeah.
And then the 58th is in the second round. Yes.
Okay. I wasn't mathing there well either. So
32 teams, 64 would have been the final pick. In the second round. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You're just getting out mathed by drinking beer. Honestly,
yeah,
it's all good.
it's all good. Well, I know you're kind of a mathematician, so
Yeah, I'm kind of stupidly good with math, especially quick. But son of an accountant,
Yeah.
I love that Heyman decides to keep his beard gray, showing you that he's just nothing but stress during this whole time. And it's just that visual.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like that look.
As Bubba Duke looks like he has a Monica under his desk.
I'll never tell. The heck is this?
It's Jacob Fatu.
Well, thanks for ruining it for me.
When you said, "Who the heck is this?" So
Like
I
Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa did say that he was coming out.
I have it muted.
No, that's your first mistake because I do that, and that's why I ask questions that way.
Well, every time I unmute the TV, these guys are all like, "It's too loud."
Well, then just mute yourself and then turn on the TV.
But then I'll pull a
TV.
freaking OMD and start talking while it's muted. It ain't happening.
That's true, because I will call you out on it, so good play.
Right?
Yeah. Bubba mute. Ooh, that could be funny.
Right?
Yes, I know it's Jacob Fatu Cat. Yeah, he's good. So, I'm going to say within 2.5 years, Jacob Fatu either holds a secondary title or the heavyweight title.
I'm going to agree with you on that one.
I give it by WrestleMania. This new bloodline has.
You were going to say
gold.
this year, and then you corrected yourself, didn't you?
No,
Okay.
no. By WrestleMania, they'll have all the gold.
With Tama and Tonga holding the tag titles, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna pose this. At one point, do we see Tama and his brother hold the tag titles, while on Raw we see a newly formed Usos holding the titles?
That would be awesome.
Yep.
Imagine if we see a bloodline split, or we see one on Raw, one on SmackDown, only to have a War Games match where they collide.
Didn't
And
I
that's
send a
when you
picture of
do
that
see
on
a
our
Raw versus
Facebook
SmackDown.
chat?
Yeah, but we're talking about both sides with all the gold on the respective brands.
Yeah.
Hey, so my picture didn't have that, but okay, whatever. Let's just nitpick it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's.
We will.
So. I mean, you asked.
I know.
Also, my wife is like, "How long is the stream going for?" And I really want to text back when it's finished.
Colorado making a trade right now.
Really?
Open-ended questions.
Just be like, it's done when it's done.
Yeah.
Which is how I missed it. What happened?
He's getting everybody to acknowledge him.
Yeah, Solo pulled out Acknowledge Me.
It has been a hot minute since I've seen Paul Heyman take a bump.
Well, you just took another one.
Listen to the heat Solo's getting right now, though.
Beautiful.
He just took out the greatest guy in wrestling ever, as far as like a manager's concerned. So yeah, you're gonna get some heat
in his hometown, by the way.
Yes,
right.
But we get that face turn from Paul Heyman, which is something nobody ever thought we would ever see, from even going back to WCW and the Dangerous Alliance.
Yep.
And I think it just is showing you that they're putting those pieces in place for not just a returning Roman Reigns, but a potential returning original Bloodline.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, as it came out today, Zilla Fatu.
You are not the father.
No, I'm not Zilla's father, but Zilla had a drop of blood, the eyes emoji, and says, next week, let's get it. And so do we get Zilla Fatu debuting next week with Jimmy?
I have a feeling that this 6-man tag match at Money in the Bank is going to give us a little bit more clarity on what to expect.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we have one more SmackDown and then Money in the Bank on the Friday, on the Saturday. So it'll be very intriguing to see what is happening in those two shows.
Yeah. I kind of thought we were going to get Randy Orton, KO, and Cody coming back after the cops escorted them out of the building. But then I realized that was a McMahon era kind of thing. We're under the Triple H era. I got to still look at things differently, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
I was
not
sort of
necessarily, because McMahon was primed for having people doing
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. This is just one of those things where when it's being done for a reason.
Yeah.
And we're just getting the consistency of when something happens, it happens for a why. It doesn't happen just because. And I think that's the consistency on the Triple H era.
I was sort of anticipating Jimmy Uso's music to hit, but
who knows?
Yeah. And on that note, guys, I'm going to showcase everything we've got going on at Turnbuckle Studios with this little commercial. All right, we seem to have lost Bubba Duke here, so you say we hand out your socials there, OMD.
I think we can do that. If the people want to find me, they can find me on the Book of Faces, Daniel Harisic, HRYCYK, on Snapchat, One Man Dynamic, capitals on O, M, and D, on Discord at OMD6370, and on Twitch at OMD17. And it appears as though our friend Mr. Best has frozen up again.
No, he's back.
Now he's back, but I was going to throw it down to Captain Chris Parrish.
He was temporary, not here for the moment, but he's trying to find him. That's the best part.
Temporarily not here?
Yeah, you can come back. Just like if you want to come back to my socials, make sure that you're checking out the ticker below. Because just like Baby Bird, they spoon feed you. I'm not a bird though, so Papa Parrish don't spoon feed you. So you read, and that's where you can follow me, and it'll be a great time. Make sure you're checking out this Sunday though, Chris Parrish Podcast episode XXX.
It's going to be steamy, isn't it?
No, it's probably going to be very quick and underperforming. But yeah, come check it out.
Now,
it'll be fun.
Is this Chris Parrish podcast going to be X-rated?
It will be on X, so yes.
All right. And you guys can find me at youtube.com at CBRS Entertainment, twitch.tv/CBRS_entertainment, threads.net at CBRSFilms83, facebook.com, chris.best83, tiktok.com, CBRS.entertainment. Since he's not back yet, OMD, why don't you give out Bubba's socials?
All right, we can do that. You can find both of us actually on YouTube at Bubba OMD, which is the home of the Boar's Nest, and on Twitch at the Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke.
All right, and on that note, it's been a fantastic Smackdown.
He's not there, people.
Yeah, he actually left. Just going to say, have a wonderful weekend, everyone. We'll see you whenever our next show is. All right, have a good night, everybody.
I'll be there when you're down, when you're losing your crown, till the afterglow, the afterglow. Look so great when you gotta shine. One more part of you's gone now, as you keep smiling at the crowd. Pressure is your best enemy. Spotlights show what I wanna see. Sometimes it feels like you're under attack. You're just